Let me go in here and check this. Nope. Oh yeah, this computer is fried. Just hold on a second here. Thank God I got this. I can turn this on. Probably not. Okay, guys. I'm coming on. I'm just having a... Okay, here it is. I gotta check some things. $13. Okay, you guys know me. I do all the process in front of you, so I am not a show in that way. I am like, this is what's happening right now. Hold on. My computer shit the bed. So I am making sure I can read everything and using an Apple iPod. And of course, it's going to take forever. I haven't been on here in a while because I've been very busy. So it's been nuts. It's been nuts. So I thought, gosh, I should write all this down that I need to talk about. But then I thought, no, I'm not going to do that. We're just going to go with the raw feeling, raw insight, raw everything. And I'm at home at my farm today, by the way. I am not in my office, so this is how it's going to be. So I went on the Michael Jaco show. I was on there to listen and observe things, and I was happy for what I heard. And so kind of familiar to the way I get downloads, so I completely understand him. But, you know, I want to talk about a post I put up, and this is what I've been telling you. At the end of everything that we do, at the end of all of this, the truth will be seen. So everything you say and everything that you relate, and if it's not true, it'll be seen for a lie or the truth. A lie or the truth. So now we're down to a small portion of it's shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. So that media truth factor is shrinking. People are figuring it out. And it's good. It's good. Everything's getting figured out. So, which Spirit showed me, it's going to all be revealed. And it is being revealed daily, second by second. And so this is where your inner self depends on yourself. This is where the strength that you have inside you depends on yourself. Depends on your own intuition. This is where you step back and start to listen to your own instinct that I've been telling you for a long time. Your own intuition, your own strength, your own voice. All of it. All of it. And more and more and more is being seen. So I'm glad. I'm happy. But we're just at a phase of pause phase, just barely starting with this revealing the truth thing. Because let me tell you, I want you to think about this. In every community, can't talk today, there is some toxic stuff going on. And I mean, um, even the community that I'm in, there's nothing on this earth that there's a clean and clear, that nothing's been tarnished. Well, trust me, it's been tarnished in every avenue. And we have to clean out every community that it's there. It's there. I have something to tell you. That's coming. That's being revealed. So, if you have lied to people, if you have deceived people and pretended like you were working for the light, but you were working for the dark, it's coming to your door. You're going to need another puke bucket. It's coming. It's coming. There is not a place on this earth that they have not tarnished. Everything has to be picked through and filtered through every avenue, every avenue, every avenue. So if you've led people and promised them that they would never be harmed and never be hurt and are righteous and you would lead them down the right path and you turn around and you took advantage of that, we know already. We already know. We already know. So you have to sit back and think, do they know? If you've done something wrong, you have to know in your head, do they know who I am? Do they know what I did? Likely right now, we do. Like I said, there's only two choices in the situation. You either work and love and take care of the light and work for the light, or you serve the dark. So it's like this. With everything that I do about documentation, following the verification, I always look at the documentation. I always get close to something when I think something's wrong and I look at it very closely to make sure what's going on. I'm not afraid of that because I see through that. Through my eyes, through my perception, I can see it. The spiritual community better get ready because those lies are going to come out too. This is not a game. I've been telling you. Every avenue of this community will be looked at too. I haven't been on here because I've been seeing stuff, looking at stuff, observing stuff, and I mean stuff, and reading it. So I didn't want to come on until I needed to tell you this. And when you do hear, you're going to have to sit back and absorb it and feel betrayed for a little bit. But you felt the same when Hollywood wasn't your friend either. We have to purge and cleanse our planet of all this negative stuff that's going on. It's coming. It's coming. So when you see things, you need to read all the information and pay attention to all the details and listen to your own instinct on this information. So I'm just here to tell you it's coming. And I don't want you, when you do hear stuff and you say, you never said anything. I'm telling you now, I said it. I'm the one that said it. And I don't know. It's I'm so glad in this day and time that I've been trained and taught and led by Spirit the way they have led me to the truth. And I can't imagine um, all these programs that they've had out here and how they've got them confused and circulating in one area, and then to find out that it was all a different agenda. So when you hear it yourself and you sit in the information yourself and you listen to your instinct on your own, but we can get through it. We can get past this. And they all know the ones that really, truly serve the light. You're going to know now. Um, so that's just something I want to say. So that's all I'm going to say about it. And when it all comes out, it all comes out. So um, I'm not the type of person that turns the other cheek and looks the other way when something bad is going on. I don't do that. I'm not a sheep. Sorry, my dog's in here. Um, but on the other hand, there's a lot of good things going on. Sorry, but I do have one of my dogs in here. Um, so the thing is I'm going to talk about some things that I kind of talked about on Michael Jaco, but I didn't really describe to you guys. So sorry, they'll calm down in a minute. You'll just have to wait a second. I know there's been orbs around me. I have 4 dogs in the house. My one of my uh, children just came in. So, okay, so I want to talk about this. So Spirit showed me this, and they were saying that. So, you got your drone, you got your clones, you got all different types of things. But you have to understand that those are all connected to, let's just say, a master server. And so when that master server is dismantled, you need to think about, oh, would that have a dysfunction situation going on? There will be a dysfunction of it. So will it completely fall to the ground? Probably. Probably. Um, and I think that is going to happen more or less at night when that happens. I mean, when there's less people around to see it or witness it. But that's what's going to happen, is they're just going to completely dismantle and fall to the ground. And then, but the thing is you're going to know if you had doubt about it, or who is one or who is not one. I guess you're going to find out. You're going to find out quick, because after that upper level is dismantled, it's just going to completely fall. And so I am serious about how I think these will just completely fall in the middle of the street, and you can't get them to get up because they won't be able to. And I think people will think that they're, something wrong physically, and no, just completely severed. Because then that light of us being here, you really know who was one and who wasn't. So that's just something that Spirit showed me, how they would have these human looking shovels that would just pick them up off the street, pick them up again. And I'm not saying this to freak you guys out. I'm just saying the interpretation that I got. So if something is going to be dismantled, there's a cleanup crew that's got to do it. And you're going to see it. You're going to try. You will witness it. There's just no way they're going to get away with it not being. But I'm sure they know the location of all these too. Anyway, um, so it's just really beyond what we've ever seen. So that's going to be a hard thing. So when I tell people when you're dealing with that's too much to comprehend, you got to step behind like a plate of glass and go, I just got to hold myself and just, whew, that's a lot. That's a lot to deal with. So, so I see that coming. I also I've talked to you guys about silver and gold, but I have also have talked to you about a blue stone that Spirit has showed me that's going to be of value, and it's got a lot of oxygen in it. It's so blue. And they're saying it was under the ocean, and they're showing me the silver around it, so it does two types of values with it. So once I see that that's on the market, I'll let you know, and I'll be buying the heck out of it. Just saying. Uh, so it's very profound color of a different blue. Looks very dimensional. Um, so that's one thing that they have been talking about. And then, um, so I don't know, I'm talking about this too, is I'm a flat earth supporter. I do not believe that our planet is round. I believe there's ice capsules around it, and I believe that our planet is bigger than they're telling you. So that's a subject we kind of went over with that. Um, I am not concerned in any fear process right now. We are in a good state of revealing and seeing things happen, and I'm not too worried about it. You're just seeing things dismantled the way they need to be dismantled. This is the thing we also talked about is any type of process or program, um, security and knowing information, what needs to get out. Uh, you have to be well trusted in that process. And it's not something that they would think they've known you for 5 years. It would be something they have known you for many years of your behavior based, how you communicate, how you expose things. So, like I said, the that name, which I hate, I'll just say Federation, uh, that name has been put through the gutter, put through the gutter. And it's disheartening because people don't know who to trust because when you call wolf, call wolf, call wolf, then people start to go, oh, I don't know anymore. I have no idea because you don't know what's the legit one anymore. You know, everybody kind of uses it as a name, and I'm sick of hearing it. I'm sick of hearing the name because anybody that really works for them, well, if they had to step up, I don't think anybody would believe them anymore. And I'm just saying, um, there's those type of societies I would call that. If I was in charge of that situation, there would be no way that they could say the things that they can say on the media. There would be way too much red tape. Way too much red tape. Um, and so, just put it this way, I would put that in the same category as Navy SEALs, how secure they have to be on their information. And I think that would be the same. So, I have maybe in this whole process has seen two legit people that I honestly believe work for that society. That's it. That's it. Um, so that's my opinion on that. So it's just that name's gone through the gutter. Pretty good. Pretty good. So let me try to think what else I wanted to talk about because I've been busy. Um, so let's talk about what I think is going to happen in the next 6 weeks. And in the next 6 weeks, I do not feel you're going to have this uh, food shortage stuff. I don't believe that. I believe maybe Walmart, maybe maybe they change the standards of food. Maybe that doesn't qualify for the way we look at food now. Maybe that's changing. Maybe. And you have to find a new source to get those cheap foods, and maybe they're not there no more. But maybe these smaller towns and have more food. It makes you wonder why that's happening, and these bigger franchises don't. Think about that. Um, so if you change laws, you change the standard, it would make sense why things are changing over. And then when you go to the store, there's these new products seem a little more nutritious, not as yuck, the old stuff. So yeah, that's what I feel about that. Um, I believe that in the next 4 weeks, and I said this, that the price of gas is going down. And I want you to keep your eye on North Dakota. Some things are just set up for example, to process, to get in our mindset. And it might look one way if we look through all the garbage and stuff that they would like for you to see, but it's not so. So we'll wait and see what happens. So, so I hit gas. Let's talk about the market. I think it's going to be overwhelming. Um, I can't even. I wish I could say this name. So medical facilities are going to be dismantled. Um, Not needed, not required. Good. Actually turning it back to something that's to actually help and help people heal. That's what matters. So I would expect to see more fires in the future of different corporations. I think that's going to happen. I also told you that I think our airplanes will be gone too. That is an old system that's no longer work for us, and it should have been gone 50 years ago, or maybe even 100. They have the technology I always have, so we'll see what happens there. Um, I will tell you about this, and I want to talk about this because I talked about this in my signal group. Now, at night, you're getting these, and it's almost like these leg jerks and these jerks that you're getting. I was noticing it's just and what I'm noticing is that's a vibration. It's like your body is getting ready to exit. Sorry, your soul is getting ready to exit your body, and it's like testing it. So it's just you call it restless leg syndrome, but it has more to do with the soul, how it exits out and comes back. But I feel like it's really connected to a higher source. Just pay attention to that because I feel like that's happening and people are noticing that a lot. So it literally when you're asleep and something, it's just like a jerk like that, you know. And I've always known that that's connected to the higher source and all that stuff. So that stuff is very current, and I'm seeing a lot of people go through it right now. Um, and then complete sleep deprived, and then going down and feeling really tired. And it's just, you got to understand that everything here is changing. The energy's changing. And you got your spirit body, and then you have your physical body, and you're not taking your physical body with you. It's you're not going to have a physical body, and I don't care what anybody says, in 4D and 5D. That's totally different vessel. Totally different vessel. Um, and so just think about anything, when your energy sustain in there no more, and your physical body it's not tearing down in that way. It's just the energy around you, the frequency around you is changing. And so when we exit and we leave, the thing is, I've been telling people, it's not something that's hard. It's like a memory that your spirit's going back to, that it remembers coming in and out, and it'll go into that memory, but it's still trying to get you to go into that memory mode of leaving and not being in fear. Not being in fear. So, and I think we're at a good percentage. They're getting there. They're at that oneness stage of being okay with everything and watching the process and being ahead of the game, and not paying attention to anything uh, on TV, and staying outside and looking up, outside, and paying attention how these clouds are completely do not look like anything normal. So, and then I talked about the diamonds that are connected to your um, true self, and that's connecting with us, and that is connecting with Source Prime. It's always been a connection. You see, right now I've got to tell you guys that it's always been that whole process that's the most important. Now is the time that you yourself have the attention of just Source. Nothing is holding you back anymore. Nothing is in the way anymore. It's just you deciding that you can develop yourself to get to that. It doesn't matter what these people say, they can't stop you from doing it anymore. Can't. And so we want as many as you can to be at that edge of when it needs to go. Many as you can. Because the process will be so much easier because you've already started. The ego mentality and someone holding or containing information it's not going to hold you back. Using it with leverage, it's not going to happen. Nope. Mm-mm. So, um, I've talked to a lot of people, and I'm very um, good at getting right in front of it and searching for the evidence right away. They might think I'm interested in what they're saying, but I'm usually just interested in the truth. Just interested in the truth. And I've been around the circle of listening to the UFO community, to the SSP, all that stuff. And I know the ones that are good and the ones that are not even involved in any way. And you don't need them. Not no more. Because the ones that are helping you and assisting you and helping you guide you to the light and to make the choices on your own have been doing this for a long time and have started this from a young age of doing it. And yes, there are some very good young ones starting. But they make mistakes and they do what we did. We made mistakes and we got started back on a track and we got things going and they're starting to lead them again. It's good. But um, this process of holding information for another day is over. It's over. And I think one of the biggest processes that individuals thinking that what they have and hold in an individual situation, and as you know, money they have, gold they have, all that stuff, thinks that that's important. Not what's coming. Not what's coming is important. What's important is actually a community. It's a community of taking care of each other. It's a community of living among each other. It's a community of having the same balance across the board. It's the same money across the board. It's literally about caring for each other and making sure the community has everything and a level playing. And I got to say this, and this is a true statement, that if you're advanced spiritually where you should know that when we get on that side, money does not matter. It doesn't matter. So why would you be thinking on this side it's going to matter at this time in this age? It's not. It's just a process that's dismantling and recreating a better system. So why wouldn't you want your people aligned in that? I don't know. But they better start helping them get to that process. Like I said, they know what you are doing, they see everything, and you will be called out on it. And it's just the thing that I'm seeing more and more right now, that we have to care about each other because that is the one thing they don't want. So if you can start that community now and help each other now, by the time you get over there, you're going to have it figured out. You're going to have it figured out. So ascending, developing, I mean, it's all inside you now. It's all connected to source now. It's all connected to you. Nothing's in your way. You just have to access it. So I'm just on here tonight because I had time to do this. And, you know, a couple of people might be mad at what I said, but like I said, follow the documentation that's coming. And if you've done good and you're pure to the light and you've done great, then great. But if you've done wrong, just like politicians, you're going to be called out on it. And there's nowhere to hide anymore. There is nowhere to hide. So, ever since I was young, and I remember being over there, I've been trying to get back because I know what that energy feels like. I know what that ultimate oneness energy feels like. And gosh, nothing is more important than that, I could tell you right now. It has everything within it. That's all you need. in a huge community in one energy together. And when we get there, now you'll understand. So, um, so what I have to say is you need to listen to people's stories, the way that they came into this process, and they might another person might have come in a different way. They don't have to be in the highlight and all that information at once. They've been storing it in their mind, and now they're blowing the information up. So what? So you don't like it? I don't care. I don't care if you don't like it. But if it's the truth, there's a lot of people that are interested in the truth. So let him speak his word the way Spirit has told him. Period. Let the people make their own decision. And I have to say this in a way that was on Michael Jacob's show, and I thought, man, there's a community out there acting like Democrats. So as a warrior in this process, they took the knives and the stones and the swords and they've had them in their back. And you get up and you keep walking if you're still doing the right thing. You brush the dust off and you keep going forward. Stop whining. So we have other things to concentrate on and educate people on and getting prepared for. And I don't know about you guys, but I am at this process where I'm just really hate food now. Like I can't stand it anymore. Nothing tastes good. Nothing feels real anymore with it. I just think fruit and water, and I'm ready. I've always told them there's a pill that's forever that I never have to eat again. I will. I'm telling you, I am serious. If I had ever had to deal with food or even touch it again, I would be happy and my body would be rejuvenated by energy completely. That'd be the greatest thing. But we are walking into a lot of new technology and a lot of new things that will have that choice. So, um, so I'll try my best to get back on here, but I just kind of come on and tell you it is in you to access everything with nobody in the way. And I show and I have shown people how to do that. It's called the universal line, and it's very easy. Meditation does it too. It doesn't have to cost billions of dollars to access the information. You know, somewhere the spirit didn't say, hey, charge them a certain amount and then they can have the information. Well, let me tell you, we're supposed to be at the point of just give them the information. Who cares about the stupid money? Because if you would understand spirit, you would know that they always take care of you when you take care of others. So, anyway, I just wanted to come on and say this. You guys know how to reach me, Instagram, all kinds of stuff. I got to tell you, I'm going to tell you a guy I'm very impressed by is, I'll put it in the link down here, and you guys can look at him, but I think it's Alvar Jones. Let me tell you, that guy's a warrior. You should listen to his videos. He's from Australia. Spirit showed me him, and I didn't pay attention, and then I went back to him and I listened to him. You want to listen to that guy. The truth is in the finest little details of information, of walking in something and they give you those details. Listen to him. He's amazing. So when Spirit's got me turning the neck going, pay attention, Jen. There's a reason. So you guys have a good night. If you have any questions, you know how to reach me. It's in you now. You have a choice to connect with it on your own. You guys, good night.